Okay, here's the explanation how John McCain's involved in all of this and the evidence showing the bad things he's done. Answer to an inquiry. Help me, John. The judges lied, everybody. 2.5 years ago. Help me, John. They won't let me participate. Then about 1.5 years ago, I emailed him because he's running for president. He'll help me now. Yeah, they're going to help me. Katie at his campaign headquarters. Yeah. So I sent him 45 emails, well, back and forth. All the evidence they wanted. And just like over and over it happens in the past, every time I find something important, something critical, they just tell the court, he's making death threats. And it's happened again and again. But this time it crossed the line when what he did caused that ambush and assault on me and my kids. Could have killed my kids. And he won't talk to me. The FBI won't talk to me. I got no choice but to sue everybody, especially John McCain. I can't believe you're doing this, dude. But anyway, now I'll just start at the beginning with the details, exactly what's going on here. Okay, this detail would only take a couple minutes. So 8 years ago, Mom had surgery. They botched it, lied, forged the records, tried to cover it up. 6 weeks later, she died. Here's in how they're hiding the truth. They even hid it from their own guy, Dr. Economos, the death summary. I do not have the chart notes prior to 9/1. Well, she had the surgery 8/18, so he doesn't know anything that happened. So then it starts. The hospital's covering up everything. I called, what's going on? You guys lied to us after we got some records, left and right. They ended up calling CMI, Crisis Management International. Larry's making death threats. Then just to get more on the record, the hospital lawyers want to take my deposition. Called the hospital several occasions to make death threats. I've never made a death threat to anyone. There's another, and then another. You guys are still falsely advertising your doctors on the internet, saying they're specialists when they're not. That's what started this mess. Protective order. He's making death threats to the hospital. And then our own lawyer, well, not mine, my sister's, the Dr. Buchholz did the autopsy. I found something really important, so you threatened her. And the main thing is, the doctor says he cut down here. The lady says cut right there, and she has this specimen. So let's find this specimen. They ignore it, so I found it with the defendant anesthesiologist expert, Dr. Chapetta. You're making death threats. I have these conversations recorded. No. I even have him saying, no, they just don't want you talking to me. Right, they want to hide the truth. Well, I thought, well, no matter what, the truth will come out at trial. So then my sister's lawyers, who I didn't trust, I'm sure they're working for the hospital, they changed everything around. Different versions of liability, malleable theories. Their new guy has opined that intraoperative bleeding and fluid resuscitation, she lost all of her blood in minutes, and then for 45 minutes they put 5 gallons of water in her. No part in her death. No. For 2.5 years, 3 years, we've been saying that is what did it. So those initial allegations now are going to be changed. They come up with an entirely different theory. The defense objected, I objected, the judge said, no, you can do that, although you can't do that. Oh, see, there's the hospital. Was uncontrolled bleeding. Their medical theory, blood loss volume expanders of 5 gallons of water. Now it's a new theory. She died of cyanide poisoning from nitroprusside. What? Nobody's going to believe that. So I told the judge, I want to stay with the original complaint. I'll present the evidence if her lawyers aren't going to, but you can't. Not on causation, liability, or anything else. So the judge is going to hide the truth. Jesus Christ, or what the heck's going on here? So they had the trial. I got the videos of the trial. Everybody lied about everything. Even the judge lied directly to the jury, and yes, I can prove it. Kenneth Fields. And no, I accuse him of this, and why don't they sue me if it isn't true? Then my brother appeals. I'm bound by his actions. They say it's Arizona law. It is not Arizona law, but they are doing everything they can to keep me from presenting evidence. Just like all those death threats. I've never made one, or I'd be in jail. So I asked McCain for help. You got to wait till it's completely done with the court case. You got to wait till it's completely done with the court case. It is done. Well, in case he appeals to the Supreme. Oh, John. But anyway, at least he wrote back. Then I just wrote to everybody under the sun, media, everybody, all of the Arizona Senate and legislature. Jack Harper actually wrote back. No, we are not all corrupt. We do believe in miracles, though. I'll explain that. That's unreal. Please mail your documentation that they knew she was not branded. I would be glad to look at the proof you have and assist after that point. Well, I sent it all. Before long, here's this guy, Arizona, Jeffrey Trapp. Cease contacting these guys. Legislative, oh no, he called security. No reason. He didn't say I made any threats. Just don't. You got a problem with the government. Don't contact the government. What the hell? Shortly after that, I found this Dr. Ron in Arizona, old conversation that we had with him that I legally recorded. And he corroborates what I've been saying for years, which will open up the whole can of worms. People's going to go to jail. This is what they presented in court. This is when they cut her heart open and she lost all of her blood. Then they sort of fixed it, gave her the 5 gallons of water. But what I saw the day after surgery, it dipped way down naturally, because at 3 o'clock they cut her vena cava open and she lost virtually all of her blood. It says so. Right there. Estimated blood loss, 5,000 milliliters. She only holds a little over 4, little lady. See, what I saw was it dipped down like that. Then I found this recording, was looking for something else, and Dr. Ron, the reason her organs died, her brain died, is because her blood pressure was 70 during that. Yeah, so there it is. Dr. Ron can prove, and then it proves, we'll look at everything else. They lied about everything, not just this. And what happens? Injunction against harassment. Oh no, Larry threatens to take my life. He was a friend of the family. What in the world? They just do it again and again to hide the truth. They murdered her, covered it up, and everybody's hiding it. I thought he was a friend of the family. Anyway, 2 months later, John McCain announces his bid for presidency. Let me try it again. So I tell him, your whole state's corrupt. Your governor, everybody. Attorney General, the governor. So I called him. Got a hold of Katie, this girl that works for him, the campaign office in West Virginia, on the East Coast. So I sent him the proof of what I just said. Here's the CD with the recording of me talking to the doctor, him saying he talked to us, he's a friend of the family, and I never threatened him. I left him 2 voice messages, which I recorded, and here they are. There's no threat. I'm asking him for help. This is all bogus, as it has been since 8 years ago. Here's the answer from McCain. Thank you. I will put all that evidence in the right place. Be in touch with you, I promise. Best wishes. And then over the course, we emailed back and forth, 45 emails back and forth, probably 30 of them or so are mine, sending the medical records, everything she asked for. And then before you know it, let's see, 3/5 through 3/19, so 2 weeks go by and they just quit talking to me, like always. And then 2 dudes supposedly from the FBI come and tell me, so you're making threats on her, against her. 2 guys from the FBI showed us how to tell him to stop making threats to Senator John McCain's secretary. Actually, it was his campaign aide. But then it turns into, been contacted for threats against Arizona Senator John McCain. Uh-oh. Boy, they're going to take me away. I haven't done anything wrong. Well, unless it's wrong to ask the government for some help. Our government. I'm having problems with the government. Can you guys help me? They're going to kill me. So then I notified everybody about that. And this is interesting. Back to good old Jack Harper. Injunction against harassment. I'm asking you for help, fella. You did promise you'd help. Evidence of harassment. What evidence? Could you guys help me? 2 FBI guys just left my house, scared the frickin' life out of me. Now the doctor says I'm going to pop because my blood pressure